everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Put a Ring on It. This is season 1, episode 10, and it was titled Decision Day. All right, y'all. So really quick, because I just uploaded episode 9, and I forgot to put on in episode 9 what Ashley had said about what she sees her vision to be. She says she sees her vision to be happy, married, with a support system, but she can't see a face in her vision. And Dr. Nicole said that's very upsetting. Hollywood, of course, he was hurt because, of course, he sees her face, but she can't right now see a face. And Ashley was telling us because the way he went off on her in that episode made her not really feel like she want to be in that situation forever, because she says that behavior needed to stop for her to kind of move on and stuff like that. So I did forget to put that in the episode 9 video, so I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there. And let's move on to episode 10. So episode 10, they're still sitting around. Final assignments. She wants the men to go to the jewelry store to look at engagement rings, and she wants the women to go to the bridal shop to try on some wedding dresses. Mike, they're like, oh Lord. She was like, look, I need y'all to watch Mike while y'all in this jewelry store, okay? Because he is on the fence. He is not down. We'll get him engaged and all that other good stuff. So she like, make sure he don't run, basically. And then Shay is kind of apprehensive about trying on wedding dresses, because she's like, Mike is still on the fence. She don't know if she want to try on this wedding dress because she don't even know if she's going to be getting married or whatever. So, but everybody else is pretty much excited. So let's start with Ashley and Hollywood. So they're talking about how close decision day is, and they're making up the bed, and they're sitting in the room talking and stuff. And Ashley says that the blow up kind of pushed them backwards, and it's a possibility that they won't be together, and that's kind of scary for her because they have been together for so long, for 9 years or whatever. So he's saying like he recognizes that he has a big mouth, and he's finally recognizing that he could lose her because of his actions and because of his mouth and the way he hurt her and so forth. And he like, well, just because you were on a few dates shouldn't make your decision about our relationship and whatnot. And she like, look, the few dates don't have nothing to do with you. I would leave you and just be alone. Like, it has to do a lot with how you carry yourself, how you hurt me. She like, it's about me. Like, I need to be happy. I need to know that I want to be okay or whatever. And she was saying like she's not going to walk. What she said? She said, I will walk away because of you. And he was like, because of me. And she was like, yeah. He was like, well, I know I need to work on consistency. I need to make you feel like I love you and I want to be with you and stuff like that. And then she tells us that he would never fully understand how much he hurt her by the decisions he made in the past or whatever. And he won't exactly know how he hurt her unless he can jump in her body and feel her pain. Other than that, he won't really know. But if he's sympathetic to her needs, then he can see how he hurt her and not want to continue to hurt her or whatever, and then be for real and be serious about wanting to marry her and stuff. And then changing his whole puffing up and all that other crap, because right now that seems to be like a big turn off for her. Maybe back in the day it turned her on, it got her all like, ooh yeah, look at my man. But now she like, what else you gonna give me? But yeah. So we see the guys, they're at the jewelry store. This happened in between Ashley and them, that's why I'm putting it out there. The men are in the jewelry store, they're looking at rings, they basically know what their women want. Mike did say he knew what she wanted, and then if he was going to buy a wedding ring, he wouldn't know what to pick out for her and stuff like that. So they all with that. So then we see Dr. Nicole, she meets with Ashley and she's sitting down talking to her. Ashley says she's still on this roller coaster, and she would be sad if she had to break up with Hollywood because it's been so long, and then she loves him. However, it would be freeing. She doesn't want to be concerned about how he's feeling That would be the freeing part, because she wouldn't have to be worried about like what he's feeling, what he's thinking, how he moving, what he gonna feel like if I do such and such, or if I wear this, or if I talk to this. She don't have to worry about that, because it'll be freeing. Basically, that's what she was saying. She was saying like it's been 9 years. He's a great soul, and Dr. Nicole was like, it's a whole bunch of great souls out here, but what about one soul? And she was talking about herself or whatever. And Ashley, did she what she say? Then she asked her about Kwame, how she feels about Kwame, and she was just saying like when she's there, it feels good. She's in the moment. And then Dr. Nicole was like, what happens when you're not in the moment? She was like, I want to be back in that moment. So she wants that caring, doting, new feeling type relationship. That's what she basically wants. She says she needs to see Kwame again to kind of get some clarity, put some closure to everything. And Dr. Nicole gives her permission to make the best choice for her, basically. Kwame, this is what we see Kwame putting the petals out. So he putting the petals out all around the table. He got flowers on the table for her. She come in there. This time she came in there with a cheetah dress on. I said it last time, but I was wrong. She came in there with a cheetah dress on. They making googly eyes. She playing with his arm. He looking at her all seductive, like he about to rip that dress off with his teeth and go to town, child. Okay. And he like, well, what's the next move? Like, should I continue to pursue you, or should I just let you go? And basically she says she needs for him to stop pursuing her, because she's gonna go. But she doesn't say what she's gonna do, but she does tell him to stop pursuing her. And he does feel hurt, and he is kind of upset about the whole thing, because he was feeling her. He was really liking her. He liked what he saw. He liked her mind. And I think their dates are like 3 hours, like 3 hours, but we only see like a little snippet of it. So during that time, they're, getting to know each other and stuff. So he really fell for her. He asked, can he get a kiss before she go? And she like, come on, like, no, like, he was like, well, I had to ask or whatever. And then he gave her flowers to go home. We see them two, Hollywood and Ashley, they're decked out in purple and stuff. I liked her dress. I wasn't too thrilled with Hollywood. It was just too matchy for me. But he thought he was sharp, so that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? She says they were sitting down at this dinner, like this table or whatever like that. And she says she sees the progress in him. But she hopes that the progress is not to sway him. Like him being on his best behavior now, like right before decision day, so she won't leave him and stuff like that. That's what she's saying. Like, she hopes that him being good is not, to persuade her. And he was saying like, no, it's not. I know what I need to do, and I'm changing for me and stuff like that. So they're eating and stuff, and she says she's still confused about, if she gonna move forward with him. And then they go outside, and it's like this fake red carpet, these fake photographers, well, not fake red carpet, because the carpet was red, but these fake photographers and stuff like that. And then he gets on the end, and he's like all giddy and stuff, and then he's talking about like how much he loves her and wants to be in her life and stuff. And then they open up this he gets on his knee, they open up this curtain, it's this marquee, and it says, Ashley, will you marry me? So she all like, yes. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Because she was saying she was so confused and stuff, and then but she said yes. And I'm like, girl, what? And then she says, like, before he asked her to marry him, she was still confused. She said, even when he asked her to marry, she was still at the crossroads. Even when she said yes, she's still at the crossroads. But she said yes for the potential. I'm like, but it's been the same potential for 9 years. All right, Ashley, I thought she was going to do the right thing, but it seemed like she did not want to hurt his feelings. And we're going to see what the reunion holds. I'm sure they're still together. I kind of knew they were still going to be together, because I don't know. But when she met Kwame, I did think for a second, okay, she gonna go off to Kwame and stuff, because they on camera had good chemistry and stuff. Like, them looking at each other, I was like, if they'll hurry up and get a room, because look, I watch, but but still, I was just like, I hope, because they had chemistry. So I was thinking like she gonna go off with Kwame and then leave Hollywood. Hollywood gonna be hurt, but he'll get over it eventually and stuff. She gonna be a little sad because that's 9 years and stuff. But you know she'll get over it with Kwame and whatever. But I really felt like she was gonna make the right decision and go off with Kwame. And not even if she didn't go off with him right now, because she still need to heal. Because 9 years is a long time to be with somebody and you just jump into something else. So take the time to heal and get yourself together. You know, like a year or something like that. And then if Kwame's still around, you know, call him up. Like, what's up? You know, I'm good. I'm ready to be in a relationship with you, yada, yada, yada. But she said yes to Hollywood. And that was kind of like, wow, girl. I just hope it work out for them. Because, I mean, I love love. And if they want to work on this 9-year marriage again, who is me to tell them how to work in their relationship? If that's what they want to do in their relationship, more power to them. More power to them. But I really hope that Hollywood is actually changing now and not just before the decision day, but continually to do the right thing by Ashley, because she deserves it. She deserves it. Vincent Hollywood, I said Vincent Hollywood, child, stop. Vincent Tamika, he taking her dad fishing. So he takes the dad out fishing and stuff like that. And basically, he wants to ask the dad, can he ask Tamika to marry him or give him this blessing and stuff. And the dad, I was kind of surprised. The dad said yes. He was like, well, if you make her happy, she's happy. And as long as she's happy, I'm happy. So yes, you get my blessing and stuff. And he was giving him like advice. Like if she asks you a direct question, she basically want that answer. Like don't be going around in a circle and all this other stuff. Like give her the answer that she's looking for. Be straight up, be honest with her. And don't let the past affect your present. Like just settle stuff, resolve stuff so you can move forward. Don't keep bringing the past up. Don't keep doing all this back and forth type shit. So just, you know, be on a positive. So the dad give him his blessing. And what happens, child? Well, you know what? Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I missed something. So then we see Vince. He takes Tamika out on this picnic. So it's this nice picnic. They have like the little playback of them being on the show and stuff like that. And she's all like, all mopey. Like, I wish I could, because he was like, this is amazing. I wish I could feel amazing and all this other stuff. And he was like, what's wrong? Why you don't feel amazing? And she was saying like the whole experience has been exhausting and stuff. And she feels like things are getting better, but she doesn't know and all this other stuff. And he says he's ready to propose, but he's scared that she'll say no. So they basically both said they have to control themselves. You can't control the other person, just control yourself. And she said that she is afraid to let the walls go of her heart. She's trying to protect her heart, and you know, so he doesn't hurt it and stuff like that. And he was like, well, you just gotta let me protect it. Like, let me do that. Like, I want to do that for you. I won't hurt you. Let me protect it. Let me do what I'm supposed to do or whatever. And he says he wants to protect her and respect her. So then he was like, let's pray. I think I really like this proposal. This was the best one that I thought, because I got all emotional and whatnot. I was just like, oh God. But like for real tears came out. He got up and prayed, and then he was just thanking God for blessing him with like this beautiful, smart, intelligent, like he was saying like all these beautiful things about her. And he was just like, amen. And then he was just like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. All this other stuff, child. And then he got down on one knee. And I was like, oh, Lord. Oh. So he got down on one knee. And then he asked her to be his wife or whatever. And of course she was crying. It was real unexpected. And she said yes. And then he invited her family to be there. Like her it was her mom and her dad. Yeah, her mom and her dad. And I think his mom and his dad or somebody was there. But both, like 4 people was there from each side of the family and stuff. So it was really romantic. It was really touching. I really liked the way he did it. And then when he said that he wanted to be on the top with somebody who knows what the bottom looks like. Girl, child, honey bun. I just started boohoo crying because I was just like, oh my God. That was very nice. Like, how did y'all feel about Vince's proposal? I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Then we see Mike and Shay, and Mike, he's talking with Dr. Nicole, and again they talk about the negative feelings or negative idea of marriage, and he was saying in this episode how he wanted to give her a trial run because of how she felt about long distance relationships versus being, whatever. And so Dr. Nicole was saying, like, do you base things off of your fear, or do you base off things on what you want to do? And he said he based things more so off of his fear and what he doesn't want to happen. She was like, won't you look at things more in a positive light about what could happen and not versus what negative things could happen and stuff like that, because you keep putting that negativity on your relationship, that's what you're going to get, versus putting the positive stuff on your relationship or whatever. So he was thinking about that. He was saying, like, he just wants to be with his best friend every day and be happy, basically. And I was like, oh my goodness, all these feels. So they go, he takes her to, I don't know, like some rooftop or something like that. And it was real decked out. It was real pretty. And he said he wanted to talk. And he was saying, like, we, throughout the years, because they've been together for, 6 years? Off and on. So he was saying, like, we had some happy times, some walls up, some boundaries that had to, be made, and reasons for that I didn't want to commit, and I keep putting all these things up and all this other stuff, but I want to break down these walls, and I noticed I want to be with you, and you're the one I love. And so then he proposes to her. He asks her to marry, and of course she says yes. She loves the ring. She like, I'm gonna be taking pictures like this, and all this other stuff. But we already knew she was gonna do all that. She says she feels amazing. She says that the proposal was a surprise because he was on the other side of the fence the whole time, child. And he's just trying to take every step to make her happy and stuff, and think positive about their relationship. And he feels as though they're going to have like a dope ass marriage. And then her family comes out and her family is there and so forth like that. I don't know how I skipped it, but they did go wedding dress shopping, and I didn't really like Shay's dress. I like the back of it, the way it was low. Like, if I ever was to get a wedding dress, it would be low, like the back would be out and it would be low cut to my bottom or whatever. I really love that look. But the rest of it, like the bottom part, was sheer, and I didn't really like her dress. I thought Ashley's dress was really nice because she looked like a princess and it really fit her. I didn't like the string thing in the back too much, but it looked real nice on her. And I liked Tamika's dress, but it needed to be like well, she said she said it, not me. She said she was going to lose some weight in the dress or whatever, because it was like snug in places women don't want to be snug in all the time. Well, some women, I should say. But all in all, they just went dress shopping and stuff, and they was just kind of talking, and that's when we found out Tamika sort of kind of trusts Vince, and she don't really trust him too tough or whatever. And that was pretty much the episode. Let me just make sure, because I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think the episode was all that long, because it was pretty much summing up everything. Yep, that's all I got, y'all. The reunion will be on next Friday, and I will definitely recap that reunion, because it looked like it's going to be interesting. Because it looked like Hollywood and Kwame going to go back and forth, and then it looked like what's the face? Whitney dropped a bomb that Mike was still hollering at her after they broke up or stopped talking or whatever. So that should be quite interesting. And then we're going to find out why Ashley actually said yes to Hollywood. So I will be recapping that in real time. So look out for that review. If you are not subscribed to my channel, but you are watching this review, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. And also hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this review recap. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.